do you slide in the DMs? Yeah.
I slide in the DMs, bro.
Hey, he slides in the DMs.
I slide.
Okay, so we're recording.
The Afro's coming back.
Audio's up right now. Okay, ready?
Let's
Guys,
get it,
I'm
man.
gonna give you a 5-second countdown. Let me see. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Energy Podcast. I am your host, Brian Landeros. And before we start the show, I just want to say thank you so much for all the overwhelming support. And these past couple of weeks that we haven't been posting, M Squared and myself, we've been going around creating new ideas, scouting new locations, and, taking ideas from different people, and, in the goal to always just make this better. This podcast has, overwhelmed the experience of everybody so far, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. We're looking forward to always bringing new guests, as well as all guests, with the goal to just always continue to move forward. But with that being said, I just want to introduce my guest, my man, no other than Afrodisiac.
What's up, man?
What's up, baby?
How
you doing, bro? How you doing?
No complaints over here, man.
Hey, man, it's fucking Friday. We're done with the week. Man, this week was so fucking long for me.
Really?
Yeah, as you can hear my voice, I'm still recovering from Coachella, bro. That shit fucked me up.
That's a process, man.
Bro, it's a process, bro. It's a process.
I think it might be harder than Coachella.
Dude, the aftermath of that was crazy. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. It was actually my first time heading down there. My tonto ass didn't bring something to cover my face, so that dust ate my fucking nostrils alive, bro.
Yeah. You turned into a camel over there, man.
For reals, bro. I'm all here what the hell is going on? One thing I probably don't recommend you guys to do if it's your first time, go camping. I mean, do it, but just prepare yourself. Literally prepare yourself.
Watch a couple episodes of Man vs. Wild before.
Literally, man. Learn some MacGyver moves. Learn how to survive without water.
Just imagine all that, but on mushrooms or something.
Literally, and LSD and just a whole bunch of concoction of drugs that is a wild, wild, wild time. But not gonna lie, bro, everything was amazing. The performances were great. I was just astonished by the fact that, this one person up on stage has so much influence, so much control over the people. And I'm not talking about tens, 20s. I'm talking about thousands of people just going crazy, listening to this one person say whatever they got to say. And they listen to everything that he asked, if he literally said, yo, turn to the person to the right and start beating the shit out of them. Guess what these people are going to do? Start doing that, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Fuck, bro.
That's that influence that people have.
Dude, that's crazy. And that's the biggest thing that, I think is so important, having influence over other people, because, once you have that influence, bro, you got power.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And, once you got the power, people will follow you, man. It's just...
Yeah, easy.
It's crazy, bro. It's so crazy. And then you start mixing it with money, and then, fuck, shit gets crazy. And you, all of a sudden, mayor of the world.
Then you're Donald Trump and you're the president.
Dude, fuck Donald Trump. Not gonna lie, the performance by YG, he brought out the little fake-ass Donald Trump, and that shit was, oh, my God. He went in, bro.
He
My
had to,
God.
man. He had to.
But other than that, bro, how you been, bro? What's up? How you been?
Good,
What's cooking? What's cooking? Good looking?
Always cooking, man.
Yeah, I know that, bro. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact.
But yeah, man, done with the album. Finally getting it out. Been a process.
Let's talk about that process, bro. Leading up to your, even making this album, how did you even start? How do you go about creating an album, man? That's a process, you just said.
It's just being able to stay consistent and, in your art, and being able to know what fits best the project, in a sense,
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man, just finding what sounds best and what makes sense, So, but for this album, it wasn't too much of of a concept, it was just more of a do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? Just whatever you feel is right, do it.
Right.
That's why it's called to each his own, to each his or her own. Nowadays, you gotta be politically correct. So.
Right, you never know what you guys say might have.
Sorry if I left someone out.
Right. Trying to get everybody in there, bro. No disrespect to nobody.
But yeah, man, it was just something that I wanted to do, something that I thought made sense in my head, kind of paved the way of what I was going through, mentally,
right?
Just shit around me, and just putting it all to music and channeling that to the music, basically.
Yeah, no, I like to call it channeling your energy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No pun intended.
And funny thing that you say, the way you feel about your emotions, because that's also like, you know, the way that you interpret your art, bro. You know, that your emotions turn into your art, which turns into your music, which is you know, a deep connection of what's inside here.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you can't expect everyone to like it, you know, or understand it, you know. So
I agree 100%.
But it's not wrong, it's not right, it's
It
just what you're going through, you know, is what you are, you know. So
definitely, and that's what I admire about artists, that they don't really give a fuck about who likes it, who doesn't.
Exactly.
It's what they have inside that they want to share with people. And the great thing is that some people do connect with them, and that's the people that music, that art is for, you know.
Exactly, man. That's why we keep doing it, man. That's why
exactly, bro. It
keeps pushing us. Yeah.
Like, even for me, bro, I'm not trying to like get everybody. I'm not trying to like have everybody listen to me. This is strictly for the people that actually want to hear me, you know, actually fuck with what we're saying, people, you know, that could get value, that, you know, actually want to like do something. But yeah, man, let's talk about a little bit more about what's your steps to producing, like, you know, a beat. When you get started with the beat, like, what is your, you know, your process, bro? Like, what's your...
It depends, dude. Depends how I'm feeling, man. Sometimes I start just on a keyboard. Sometimes I start just with the drum pattern, you know. Anything can just start. Yeah. Just find somewhere to start, and then you'll just pick it up, man.
Nice.
Basically, just for me, it's just kind of like what I'm going through in that time, you know. Like, finding the way to channel it, basically.
And when you're doing this album, what was it that you were going through, if I may ask?
Just trying to be an adult, you know, trying to better myself physically, mentally, whatever the case was, you know. Trying to prove people wrong, you know, in a sense, you know.
And you said, I mean, sorry to cut you off. You said mentally, man. Like, how important is your mental health for you, bro?
I think that's the most important thing, man. I agree. Besides just health in general, man. Health is wealth.
Yep, man.
Might sound cheesy, but it's true, man. You got to work at it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it's just crazy how a lot of people, you know, deviate from that, and they feed themselves bullshit, and they get caught up in the bullshit, and you're just feeding yourself like bullshit in your brain. It's just like,
that's a whole nother process, being able to differentiate the things of what's real and what's not, you know.
Yeah, because there's a lot
what's capable and what's incapable.
Yeah, a lot of bullshit out there, man.
Yeah. It's just finding a balance, man. Like this album for me was just finding a balance, finding my sound, you know what I mean? So just, I think it was more like me finding my own struggle or way of doing shit, you know?
So like you find yourself in the madness?
Yeah, basically. So especially after, like, once I finished it, and it was like, fuck, man, like, I just felt proud, you know?
Yeah,
I finished it, you know? Like, it might not be the best, it might not be the worst, but it's just that feeling you get of like completing something that you've worked for so fucking hard, you know? Like,
no, yeah, definitely. And I can relate to you on that, because previous to, you know, launching this podcast, it was the same thing, you know, prepping it, you know, trying to launch it, trying to get it ready, you know, make it perfect. But then you got to stop and think like, yo, nothing's going to be perfect. Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be right, you know? And eventually, just by you putting it out there, this is my favorite thing about this, is that, like, now that it's out there, it's just, you know, how are we going to perfect this? How are we going to make it better? From here, de aquí crecemos. You know, like, from here we grow. So it's like, you know, now we're just adding, like, the foundation is there. Exactly, now it's just filling it in and growing it up.
I feel like that's a big part. Like, for a lot of people who are trying to do like an art thing or like trying to put themselves out there, the hardest thing is being able to put yourself out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you do that, I think everything would be a lot easier, you know?
And it's crazy because you start attracting different things. You start seeing different things. Your mind starts just creatively exploding to different places. You start getting ideas, and you're like, whoa, I didn't see things like this before.
Like,
oh, shit. That
I didn't even know I had this in me, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
exactly.
Now it just opens another door, or opens like another door in your head, you know? Like, I can do this, I can do that. Like,
and it's crazy because, like, honestly, I'm a firm believer that we all have that in us, bro. Yeah. It's just, you know, really like sitting down and just opening up that little door inside your head and letting it go wild, and just going like, this is what I want to do, and balls to the fucking wall. Exactly. You know, like,
you got nothing to lose, man.
You really don't, bro. And that's where people get caught up on, like, yo, what's Timmy gonna say? What is Vanessa gonna say about me? Like, are the boys still gonna be my boys? Like, you know, like, dude, fuck all that. Like, just do you.
If they're not gonna be your boys anymore, they were never your boys. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, type shit, bro. Like, it's just, you start weaving out. You know, you start just trimming the fat. Exactly, you know, you start getting rid of the people that, you know, from the beginning didn't fuck with you and were just like stragglers, bro. You know what I mean? And in a sense, like, it hurts, but it feels way better to know that you got that weight off your shoulders and that extra weight that you don't fucking need.
Exactly, man. That's why, like, for me, the last couple of years is just being able to keep that close circle around me that I know is gonna be there for me, gonna rock with me, you know, and be there for me like no matter what. Like not just with music, you know, like just in life in general. Yeah. So that's also things that help other people, you know, that help people in general. Just
and that
support system, you know.
Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth, bro. Your support system. You're only as good as the people that support you around. Exactly, and if your people aren't there to give you that support when you're the most down, bro, like that's your people, bro. That's who you fall back on for that support to pick you right back up, man. And some people don't have that, and it's like when they fall, and they're alone, bro.
And they don't get back up.
And they don't get back up because they don't have nobody to tell them, you know. And like the crappy thing is that at the end of the day, you always got you know, and you're always able to pick yourself up and like.
At the end of the day, that's all you have, you. Because nothing's promised, you know what I mean? Like,
you know, and everybody's like, you know, everybody's going through shit, bro. You know, like that you don't have time at times to, you know, stop and be like, oh, you know, how you doing? Because everybody's dealing through their own stuff. But yeah, no, it's just crazy, man, how everything plays out for everybody in their lives and how they start doing things. But like, let's take a step back, bro.
Let's get it.
All right, how did this all happen? Like, how did you say, like, okay, like I want to make beats, I want to do music, like this is what I want to do? Because I mean, I've been knowing you for like a long time, bro, since I was a little kid. I mean, you used to be at my house when I was even like little boy, remember? How did you like say like, yo, this is what I want to do, and like, chingele, vámonos?
Well, pretty much I was the little bro, and I was fucking up my older brother's computer.
Right.
Downloading shit.
Porn bro, I bet, huh?
No, it's music. It was the background music in the porn. But yeah, man, I was just downloading music off of LimeWire and fucking hiatus.
That Soulja Boy 50 Cent. For everything.
Fuck around and download the wrong file and it was Bill Clinton. Right? But yeah, man, I started downloading music and then opened up GarageBand and I was like, wait, what's this? You know? Like, but I've always had like an interest in music, you know? Like, I never took any classes or any, because I was a baseball player, like, through my childhood, you know? That's what I thought what I was going to be doing. But, exactly. But yeah, man, I picked up the computer, just started fucking around, started making like mixes on GarageBand, like if I was a DJ, and started burning CDs, started handing them out to people. And then next thing I was like, I think I can maybe like mimic this music, you know, make my own sort of music, you know, like I don't feel like it's that hard. I have the ear for it. Yeah. And I started saving up. Then next thing you know, I was on my way to my grandma's funeral actually, and I was with my sister in the car, and boom, we got rear-ended.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I do.
And the car just literally turned into an accordion.
Yeah, you guys' like neck got fucked up and shit. Yeah, I remember.
And I got some money off of that, man, off of a settlement, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, you know, like I gotta do something positive with this, you know, like not just fuck around and blow it on stupid shit, you know.
Which type of stuff that people do.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like, damn, I got this money.
I'm glad I was smart enough to actually think in that, like in that sense. So I was like, I'm a fuck yeah.
How old were you at this time?
I was probably like 20. Yeah, like 20 years old, 19, 20 years old when this happened. And I bought a laptop with that money. I bought a drum machine and a Kai, and downloaded a fucking Ableton, a cracked version. Sorry. But yeah, man, just started from there. Started fucking around. Just if I had a question, I would just go to YouTube. Yeah. Boom, type it in.
How important is YouTube nowadays?
Oh, it's super important, man.
Like you can learn everything off
of
that
shit. It's online
shit.
college, bro.
Really? Like, man. I'm a firm believer that now in days, like you could learn anything you want if you really put yourself to it. I mean, you could go to school. I don't ever talk about going to school. Like, I wish I could have gone to school and that would have been a path for me. You know, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But you could always still self-teach yourself. And sometimes I feel that's more effective than actually going to
at your own pace,
you know, because then you actually learn what you want to learn. You're able to do what you want to do without having all this other like bullshit distracting you. And then, you know, at the end of the day, when you're at school, this is my thing. Like, you know, you got to do a test, right? If you don't do this test at this time, you know, you're trying to, you know, decipher all this information that you already know. Dude, you know, you already know this information, but just other people are deciphering it faster than you. And you know what? That causes like depression, bro, because you're like, now, like, oh shit, I'm not better than anyone here. You know, and then you start, you know, then you start getting in your head. And
like for instance, for me, I'm more of a visual learner. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, if I sit in a fucking classroom and the teacher's just rambling on, I'm probably not gonna remember anything.
Nah, I
I'm
need
just
to
being
go out and
honest.
try it, bro. I need
Yeah.
to go and like move
Yeah,
my hands,
exactly.
touch it, physically
Yeah,
be
so
in
if
that,
I
like,
see something, I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, you know. So that was a good thing about using YouTube for any questions that I had.
Yeah.
So that and just having the ear for it too, you know. You kind of, I feel like you have to have an ear for music to be able to do music.
I feel like, yeah, and that's not, I feel like you're kind of grown with that, bro. Like, it's something that you have that in you, because
it's built in, man.
I mean, a lot of people go to school for music, but like for me, it's like, bro, if you are into music, you are born with that shit.
Yeah.
You feel that shit, you see that shit, and you could like honestly act on it. Like,
Yeah, because like for a lot of people that I know that are like in the music industry,
Mm-hmm.
so to say, is when they hear a song, they don't hear it, they feel it. You know what I mean? Like that's why music is so fucking powerful, man. That's why, like earlier, you said that one guy on stage or one person on stage,
bro, that blew my mind.
Yeah, can
Blew my
manipulate.
mind.
They could literally manipulate everything.
And it's true. I can see why the government gets a little bit fucked over that.
Yeah.
Yo, real quick, to everybody on the live right now, we're going to go ahead and sign off. You guys could also catch us on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere you guys get your streaming. So make sure you guys do catch that. Thank you for tuning in, and you'll be seeing a lot more later. But yeah, dude, that shit's crazy. But growing up and like just throughout this whole music career that you're on, like what were your biggest influence?
My biggest influence
Or influences?
Yeah, influences. Just production wise, like in music, like you have your Jay Dilla, you know what I mean, your Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Timbaland was huge for me, like,
Yeah.
because he was just so unique,
Yeah.
in his sound, you know what I mean, and still to this day, so many fucking people, man.
You know,
Pete Rock.
The thing that I like about all those big people, those big names, is like now they're looking back at like, you know what, like who can I help?
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
who can I help get up? And I think that's so amazing, because like I think that's one of the most like, you know, essential ways to learn what you want to do. Go find someone that's already doing it and learn from them, you know?
exactly.
Because then you get the meats and potatoes right away of what they're doing. You get right into what you want to know, and you don't have to learn all this bullshit.
And they
that
know
comes
like
with
where
it.
you're coming from too, you know, they've been in that situation.
Exactly.
You know?
It's
like
also
grinding and struggling,
you know what I
to
mean?
be able to do what they
like
want to do.
I remember being in a business class back in college, right? And this lady's teaching me about entrepreneurship, about business, about marketing, and I'm over here like if you're teaching me this, like, why aren't you out there doing it? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like if I knew all this shit and I could do it, like, why would I be like here, like, you know, like I'd be out here like handling making deals and shit, you know what I mean? And it's just like it's crazy, because it's like, I mean,
Well, just some people are built different, man.
No, yeah,
maybe that's what they want.
definitely.
They just want to help someone get to that position, you know.
oh
So,
yeah, of course.
which is cool, also, you know.
No, no mouth fouling and none of that. But yeah, man. So earlier you said, you know, handling doubters, handling people that you know are gonna put you down. Like, how is that like, man? Like, take me inside your you know, your brain thoughts when it comes to like, you know, people that talk shit, people that you know you hear people foul mouthing you.
Everyone
you know,
has their
doubting,
opinion, man. Everyone has their opinion, man. If you want to doubt me, go ahead, doubt me. Like, I'm still gonna do me. You're not
At the
gonna
end of
take
the
me
day,
out
bro,
of my
fuck
zone.
that.
You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah,
Like,
bro.
if you're gonna doubt me, it's cool, man. Like,
Yeah, for me too. Like, it's just like, you know, I really don't care, because at the end of the day, if you're hating on me for doing something that I love and want
you're
to do,
hating yourself.
like, I mean, why are you wasting time and energy
Exactly.
on me when you could go be doing what
Exactly.
you want to do?
Exactly.
Like, it makes no fucking
It
sense
makes
to
no
me.
sense,
Yeah.
man.
Oh man,
That's why I named the album "To Each His Own," man. Because to each his own. Like,
to each its
do
own, bro.
what you want to do. You know,
That's
like,
beautiful, bro. That's honestly
doesn't
like,
matter what anybody else thinks, man.
and that's
like,
what a lot of people I feel need a, you know, a little push on, like being able to do what they want to do and
Yeah.
stop, you know, conforming to the way that society, your parents, your friends, like, dude, like, block all that out and do whatever you want to do.
no matter what you're doing, if you're doing it bad, good, amazing, like, you're gonna get judged by someone, man.
And my thing is, if people are gonna talk shit, I'm gonna give them a fucking good reason to talk shit.
Exactly,
You know, like,
exactly,
might as
man.
well, bro, might as well.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'll give you a reason to talk shit.
yeah,
but-
yeah, I'm gonna give you a good one
Yeah.
too. All right. So, hey, back to this album. Who would you say is some of the hot features that you have on there?
Well, you guys have heard I got some Mikey Rocks from the Cool Kids on there on La Luna.
Oh, I'm gonna touch that subject in a little bit. We'll come back to that.
And right now I have another single out that's gonna be on the album with Rossi Rock, my boy Rossi Rock.
Nice. Shout out Rossi.
Yeah, shout out Rossi, Soul City. Fuck with all of those.
Yeah, they're all good cats, bro.
Yeah,
All those people
man.
are well, you know, level-headed. They're humble, bro, but
Yeah,
they're all
man.
about their grind, bro. And I fucking respect the shit.
And they have
out
a
of
good
that.
vibe, man.
No, definitely, bro. You
that's
always
a very
feel it right
important
away.
part. Yeah, that's a very important thing, man.
Yeah.
Just having that vibe is good, man.
Yeah, the vibes. It was, oh, bro, yeah.
Who else? I got my boy Mash from Long Beach. He's a Dago cat, but he moved up to Long Beach. Got him on a couple tracks. I got my boy from Harlem, Smoke Dizza.
Oh shit.
Yeah, got him on a record. That's just gonna be nice, man. It reminds me of like old school hip hop.
Right.
Know? That hip hop, like East Coast shit. And got some other ones, man. And my boy from San Diego, Rick Scales. I got a lot of San Diego cats on here and a couple out of town cats, I guess.
Nice, bro. I feel like San Diego's really putting itself on its map artistically, like business wise, artist wise. Like, bro, we're coming, we're growling out here, bro. We're cooking.
Yeah, man. That's just it's a good thing to see, man.
Yeah, definitely.
We're so overshadowed by LA.
Oh, for sure.
What I mean? Like it being so close is just.
I feel like
it's good and bad,
Yeah, you think LA, it already comes with all that, like all that momentum, all that all that fuzz. Like you already think, oh, LA, fuck yeah, like
you think LA, you're like you go to LA, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna follow my dreams and I'm gonna make them.
But
like,
you know how many people go out with that same dream, and get caught up just in the same old life that everybody's out there grinding,
they get
bro.
Caught up in their head, they think it's easier than what it actually seems, man.
Yeah, grow from within. That's always my thing, bro. Right here in my city, bro. That's where I'll grow, and then from here, like aquí me agarro y aquí me voy. You know what I mean?
Man. We got so much potential here in San Diego, man. There's no reason why we shouldn't be on the same.
I think we're right
playing
on
field
time,
with anybody
bro.
else.
We're just right on time. It's like just right where we need to be.
Yeah, it's a different vibe, man. It's a different swag. Like,
no, for real. And like just the people out here are so different, bro. I feel like everyone's like in a way cool with each other. Like there's no like beef. On the contrary, it's like if someone's doing good, like fuck yeah, like I'm glad, like that's good, bro. I'm next, not like oh fuck that guy. Let me just talk shit. That was crap, Because some people be talking shit, even though like their stuff is dope. They're just gonna go and be like, nah, that shit sucks.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, for what?
Some people see it as competition.
Yeah, I don't. That's a good point you say. My only competition is myself.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, because I'm just trying to better myself. If I'm worrying about someone else, like that's taking away from what I need to be doing. You know, like shit, like focus on me.
Yeah,
and that's where I'm gonna go.
You have to get all that negative shit just out of there. Out of your life.
And it's tough, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like for a couple years, I was down in the negatives. Like not knowing what I wanted to do, like lost, like like just. And for me, like I'm like sometimes you do gotta hit rock bottom. You gotta like just be at your worst, and it sucks because. You think you're never going to get up, but those experiences is what literally is going to build you up to go out and have the balls to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah. And if you literally grab life by the horns and just make that bitch yours, bro, like, sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit, man.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to put it, man.
So when it comes to, collabing with all these other artists, like how is it that you guys, network? How do you like reach out to them? How do they reach out to you? Like, how do you guys connect, and be like, yo, like, let's work on this together?
For me, like, if I'm going to reach out to someone, I explain to them, like, hey, like, this is kind of like what I see. I see you on this beat, or like, this is kind of a vibe I'm going for. And I send them the song, and if they get back to me, they get back to me, man. If not, we work on something else.
And do you slide in the DMs? Yeah.
I slide in the DMs, bro.
Hey, he slides in the DMs. I
slide.
Yo, but so let's go with that topic. How important is social media nowadays for you and just in general for, everyone?
I think it's super important. You have to use it, for the better.
Yeah. No, because it's like a lot of people
take
be out
advantage
here
of that
shit.
You gotta take advantage of all that shit, man.
And it's just crazy because like it's a tool that helps you stay connected with millions of people without having to be in front of them. You know what I mean?
Like, well, for instance, like Sir Mikey Rocks, I sent him the song a while back, and he sent it to me. I put it out and shit, and then I met him.
So okay,
you know what I mean? Like,
let's rewind. Yeah. How did La Luna go down? Like, take me through the whole steps of how that went down, because honestly, that shit was fire.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I was working on the beat, and I had to listen to this Sir Mikey Rock song. I forgot what it's called. Fuck. But it's like a very like it has like that tropical feel to it. You know what I mean? Like a more a Latin feel to it. And I was making this, and like in my head, I was just like kind of rapping like him. Like in the other song. Yeah.
What he would say.
Exactly. Like I do with a lot of like most of my songs when I'm making a beat, but. Yeah, man, I finished it up, and I was like, fuck, man, I need him on this shit, dude. So I sent it to him, and I was like, hey, yo, like, I'm putting in this album together. Like, I hear you on this shit, bro. Like,
how fast did it take for him to reply, or how hard or how easy was it?
Not that long, actually. It probably took him, like, a week or two. And he's like, yo, I'm fucking with this shit. He's like, bet, like, I'll send you back and he
Dope.
sent it back probably like a month or two.
Did
yeah,
he
like
charge
a month.
you?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, of course.
Like, nobody works for free.
Yeah,
man.
your time's fucking worth
Yeah.
it.
Exactly, dude. So, but yeah, man, I sent it to him and he sent it back, and I was like, yo, this shit's fucking dope. Like, it's just dope, bro. And
A few thousand
yeah, and then
sounds later.
yeah.
A few thousand plays later. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course that shit was dope.
But yeah, man. Next thing, I just sent him more shit, and he was fucking with some stuff, and I don't know if he hasn't sent me anything back, but he has his own little shit going on too.
Yeah, no,
so.
of course. I mean, they've been around for a while
Yeah,
too.
man.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did a show in the beach house, wave house, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and I saw and Rossi hit me up. He's like, "Hey, are you gonna go to the show?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna slide
Yeah,
through."
pull up.
Yeah, and I slide through, and as soon as I walk in, bro, I turn and I see him, and he's just like, "Afro," and I was like, "Oh shit, what's up, dog?" And I was like, I didn't even think he was in a record, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never even met him, you know?
Hey, Marco, you don't know what to do right now.
And this motherfucker just pulled up on me, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Got to know him, you know, just shooting shit,
Yeah.
getting, you know.
Yeah, I'm a
Shooting
person.
shit,
You're
yeah.
a person. Shit, we're all regular people
man.
here.
We got something in common. That's music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. They fucking. I was there. Met Chuck English. Fucking,
Oh, that's what I was
yeah.
gonna ask next. Chuck
Yeah,
English.
met
I
Chuck
remember that for the cool
too.
kids.
Yeah, man. He's one of my biggest influences
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
man. Just going like middle school to high school.
Yeah,
you know,
that when I was like in middle school, that's
Yeah,
when I used to
exactly.
listen to him the
So-
most. Yeah,
it just unique, you know.
No,
and,
yeah, for sure.
You know, just shot the shit with them, and then show was over. We fucking just kept drinking till like 6 a.m. the next morning.
That's how you know you get in with someone.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
after you fucking drink,
Yeah.
make that rapport,
Yeah,
and you're
bro.
like, yo, bros.
Yeah, we broed out that night for sure.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Shout out Sir Mikey, man. Cool.
Yeah,
dude.
shout out to Mikey Rocks.
Yeah, man.
So, you know, the other day you told me like, yo, I gotta check in with my team, you know, and your team's Blazing Suns Entertainment.
Yeah,
Tell me a little bit more about that.
That's just where we come from, man. That's me, my buddy Giovanni's, my brother Diari.
Shout out to Giovanni right here. He's in the back, yo.
Yeah, so Giovanni's, Diari, and Richie and I. And
Nice.
it's just like a production company, you know,
Nice.
entertainment company. We do marketing, videos, music videos, music. So say we shoot it, like we're doing a TEDx.
Yeah. I remember actually I was talking to
for
Johnny
Chula
about that.
Vista,
Yeah.
We're doing some videos for them, and we're doing a lot of work for the city, you know.
That's dope.
Just videos. Yeah, it's cool because I love putting on for my city, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
Like,
of course, definitely anything.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's just passion project. Well, just right now, it's projects that we're doing to be able to fund our passion projects.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
like this album, and my buddy Richie's gonna be dropping an album soon too. So
Right on, bro. Right on. You guys are doing it
So-
right, bro.
yeah, man.
And I think that's the biggest thing in life and whatever you want to do. You gotta have a good team, bro.
Yeah, man,
Like
for
you
sure.
gotta have that team that everybody's on the same wave. That's everybody's on the same like thought patterns. Like even
Yeah.
though you guys don't have the same goals, your direction is still the same way. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
And
for sure.
I think that's so vital, having the right players in the right position, everybody knowing their roles, because you know, you come to think about it, it's like any professional sports team.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, football players, you got your
Communication,
quarterback,
man.
everybody's playing their position, right?
Exactly.
But
man.
what's the end goal? They all want to win,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly,
And
man.
that's the same
Together.
thing in life, bro. Yeah.
Shit. But yeah, man, that's the thing I love, that we all have like that motivation and
Yeah.
that thing where we can bounce back on each other. You know what I mean? Like, hey, like I go to Rich and be like, hey, yo, like how does this sound? And he'll be like, he'll listen and be like, he'll keep it real with me. You know what I mean? Like that's what I appreciate too. Like I can be real with any of these
Yeah.
motherfuckers and I'll receive it
Because
back.
there's
you know?
motherfuckers
Like,
out there that will be like, yeah, that shit sounds dope.
yeah, and then
Just
turn
to,
around and be like,
yeah, someone
you
else
know,
tell you
like-
that shit's kind of weird. Like, man, you look at your person like, yo, I thought like
Yeah.
you would have told me. You know what I mean?
but like, there's also a difference between just saying, oh, that shit's whack, and being like, this is whack because of this,
there
because
you go.
I
You
think
gotta
of
have
this.
the
You know?
proper feedback.
Yeah. Like if you're gonna bring in your opinion, like
Have
make
something
sure
to hold it
back
back,
it.
you know?
Like,
Yeah.
So that's the thing, that we have that communication on key. You know, like
That's freaking amazing. That's
Yeah,
exactly how I
man.
feel about my team, bro.
Yeah,
Ham
for
Squared,
sure, for
shout
sure.
out them for life, bro. I couldn't
Yeah.
do this without them.
The
Marcus is
Hammies.
like over there, like, nah. Yeah, motherfucker just flipped me off right there, bro. But that's love, you know.
That's
That's how
love.
we
That's
love
that
each
tough
other.
love, man.
Fuck
That's
you,
that tough
Marcos.
love,
Fuck
yeah.
you, Brian.
you wanna go have dinner later?
Yeah, bro. I'm there.
Like, the first
But
round's on
see what
you.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
type shit like that.
Yeah, man, for sure.
So, all right. So, if you weren't doing music and making beats, bro, what the fuck would Afrodisiac be doing?
Shit, man. Well, baseball would have been that was the original goal. You know what I mean? Like the
first vision.
first, yeah, that was plan A. But fuck, man.
What position?
I don't know. Everything, man. I played every.
Oh
fucking
shit,
position,
motherfucker
man.
play the whole field.
Yeah, bro.
So which one is your favorite position?
Probably the water boy.
Doggy style.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, man. Baseball would have been my thing, but fuck that up, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right. Honestly, like, I think going down that road takes a lot of, discipline, a lot of sacrifice,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, you gotta give it your all and then some more.
Yeah, man.
So I really give
I
a
really
shout
got
out to
to-
people that
I-
do that.
I really got to know like myself even more once I knew that like that shit was kind of out of the question. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
It's
what-
growing phases.
yeah, exactly. So you just have to find a way to fucking bounce back. man.
Always, bro. Like, yeah, like for me, life's been like left, right,
Yeah,
up,
exactly.
down, sideways. But in all that madness, you kind of, like you said, find yourself,
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I feel like that's what everybody's trying to do. Just find
Mm-hmm.
themselves, be comfortable with who they are, be okay with what they think. And, like, at the end of the day, if you found that, bro, happiness is
Yeah,
there.
once you find yourself, you found pretty much anything.
Yeah,
like
and then you can do
everything,
whatever,
you know what I
like,
mean? Like,
take on anything,
yeah.
like.
As long as you're comfortable with yourself, you be comfortable in any fucking situation.
No,
man.
yeah, definitely, bro. And that goes back to just, knowing who you are, fucking with the right people around you,
Yeah,
because
man.
I feel like your surroundings is a big influence on who you are.
Exactly.
So if you're not in the environment that's really kind of like pushing you to better yourself, you're kind of holding yourself down,
man.
conforming to the, levels of the people that is around you, and that ultimately just
that
kind
just
of
turns into dead
fucks
weight.
you up, bro. Yeah, no,
You
exactly.
can't be carrying other people's dead weight, man.
Yeah, like you always have those naysayers like, no, don't do that. Why you gonna do that? Why you gonna do that? Bro, you gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna do it. Fuck you. You can stay here on the couch. Just keep smoking weed.
Exactly. I'll be back. Just
Yeah,
fuck weed
I'll
with
be
you.
back, bro.
I'ma
But
do
like,
something,
I'm gonna
you
bring
know?
a huge ass bag
Yeah.
after I go do this shit.
Exactly.
Nah, yeah, definitely, bro. So, dude, for me right now, I feel like we're in an era where it's all about instant gratification.
Yeah,
Like,
for
yeah,
sure.
everybody's trying to just, post something to get the likes, do this to see how many people are gonna, fuck with them. But at the end of the day, like, what's your purpose? Like, what are you trying to accomplish, bro? So then, cause my question, what's your purpose, bro? What are you trying to accomplish with this music?
Shit, man. For me, is finding the way to just channel shit, man, and being able to get people moving. That's always been like one of my goals. That's why I started DJing before
Yeah.
I started doing production. I just wanted to put a fucking smile on people's faces and have them move around,
Definitely,
dance
bro.
a little bit, live it up, like fucking enjoy your moment, man.
No, definitely, bro. Like, honestly, like, that's literally all I'm trying to do. And R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
R.I.P.
Basically,
Nipsey, man.
hustle and motivate, dog.
Fuck yeah,
Because
man.
at the end of the day, if you're doing your thing and you're able to change someone else's life, bro, that shit pays you back
Exactly,
more
man.
than any fucking monetary
That's how you
or,
really leave a stamp.
or
on
literally,
someone.
like, objective thing that you can, hold.
Yeah, man, exactly. That's just being able to make someone's day better. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, it's definitely 100,
Yeah,
bro.
100,
So,
man.
talk about Nipsey, bro. Like, were you fucking with Nipsey? How tough did
Oh
you
yeah,
fuck with
man. I
Nipsey?
fucked with Nipsey back in the mixtape days, man.
Yeah.
That Piff days, man. With
That
Wiz
Piff,
Currency,
right.
bro. Like Dom Kennedy, all those motherfuckers.
Yeah, I
man.
miss Dom, too.
That's-
I remember
that's
back in
like-
high school, that's who I used to, like, slap the
Yeah,
road.
bro.
Dom.
That's
Yeah.
someone. Yeah, like Nipsey Hussle is someone I would love to work with, man.
Yeah,
Just
definitely,
even
bro.
get to being like around him. You know what I mean?
How do you
Just-
feel about Roddy Rick?
Roddy Ricch? He's dope, man. He's dope. He's different.
Yeah,
I
fuck
feel
with
like
him.
he can. He has it. He has his thing. Like he has his little niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Because a lot of these motherfuckers are just sounding like Young Thug, but that fool has that balance. Like his.
Yeah,
He has that, and he still has that West to him. You know what I mean?
Well,
He's
that's
that
what I
West
feel.
Coast shit.
Yeah, and a lot of people give him backlash because they say that he sounds like he's from the South type
Yeah.
shit, But like at the end of the day, it's like whatever fucking style you got and you're actually able to rock
doesn't
it,
matter where you're
fucking
from,
go with it
yeah.
100%.
If you got good music, you got good music, man.
No, yeah, at the end for sure,
I fuck
bro.
with
And if
him.
you're an artist, like you're gonna like let your art show, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So, who's the next person that you're looking to collab with?
Right now I'm already starting the new album, the album number 2. So
Damn, like
I'm,
knock one out and get back to it.
yeah, man.
It's funny because I was listening to Schoolboy Q's interview at the Breakfast Club, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying how TDE doesn't put out music like all the time. They take like 2-3 years to put out new music, and I'm like, I see how, I see don't, but like what do you think about that?
I think when the art's ready, it's ready, man. You just
Have you listened to the new Schoolboy album?
yeah, it's
I think
pretty
it's fucking dope.
it's dope,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I
That
fuck
was
with
pretty dope,
Schoolboy
too.
he's one of the dopest out right now. I think.
Yeah.
He gets overshadowed by Kendrick, but that's okay.
But I mean, come on, it's kind of like a given.
Yeah. But respects to him, man.
So, what's your favorite thing about making a beat and your least favorite thing about making a beat?
My least favorite thing about making.
I like all the shit.
Well, sometimes it's hard trying to make out what you want it, like what you hear in your head. You know.
Yeah.
Especially me, that I'm not like musically trained. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you see it one way in your head, but when you put it out, it's like, hey, wait, what?
But when you actually get the sound that you hear in your head and you make it out on the keyboard, like, or on whatever it is, you know, whatever instrument it is, that's so gratifying, dude.
Like,
yeah, bro. I'm like,
fuck yeah,
now I have to edit.
This.
Now I have to edit this song for fucking 6 hours though. But it's cool, man. It's cool. It's the one thing that I really appreciate about music that's made me very patient.
Yeah.
It's made me appreciate the patience. You know what I mean?
Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, man.
As cheesy as it sounds.
Yeah, bro. So it's just music is it's just making you patient, just making you, you know, like
really think critically.
Really, yeah, exactly.
Dig
like,
deep in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get very into detail with shit. You know what I mean? And it's pretty dope, man. That's why I love it, man.
And then, as far as your brand for Afrodisiac, where do you see yourself going with that? I mean, I see you got the T right there. Yeah. You know, Afrodisiac.
Hit me up. I still got some for sale. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a cop one actually.
The whole Afrodisiac thing started just because, you know, people just Afro. They call me Afro. You know, I had an Afro growing up.
Well, I remember
you
had the motherfucking huge ass Afro.
Yeah, I took a little time off right now because it's getting hot. You know what I mean? But it's just started off like as a rant. I used to just. I don't know. I started off going by Baby Davy because that was my nickname.
I remember that.
Because I had the baby face, you know. But then I was just like, that shit.
Come on, I can't be called Baby Day. Like, how am I get these bitches like this?
Yeah, exactly. When do I become Davy?
Yeah, like what, baby? Who?
Fuck, man. But yeah, I thought about it one day. You know, it's like I saw this. I saw a chocolate covered strawberry, and I was like, well, that's an aphrodisiac. You know what I mean? And aphrodisiac, you know, little play on words, you know. Yeah, exactly. So I just started coming up with these ideas of like aphrodisiacs that I can take and put an afro on them and like add my like, you know what I mean, like add my little flavor to them. You
look good with an afro.
Yeah, exactly.
This looks good with an afro.
Yeah, like the afro's so good.
You get an afro. You get an afro. Fuck it, you guys all get afros.
The Afro Oprah, dude.
Afro.
But yeah, man, it just started off like that, and then just fucking just kept rolling with it, man.
It's funny how like ideas sometimes just like, you know, you kind of just fucking around with them, like, oh shit, like, we're onto something here.
I started showing people like around me, and they're like, yo, that's fucking, that's pretty dope, man. Like, cause like me, I like to be like outgoing and like a funny guy, you know. So it kind of like,
of course.
It's kind of my character, you know what I mean? So it kind of like, so you, like if you see this, you're gonna be like, oh, like that's kind of funny,
so
you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So kind of something that kind of represents me, I guess. So
as far as like your family, man, your mom, your sister, like how much do they support you? How much do they, you know, have your back on what you're doing right now?
1,000.
That's fucking amazing, bro.
1,000, man. Yeah,
having that right there is already half the battle, bro.
Yeah, man. And they believe in it, so like, they believe in me and they believe in the music, so I couldn't ask for anything else.
That's double win right there.
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
double
man.
win, bro.
And that's why I do it, dude, just to, you know, show them what I'm capable of, you know.
Exactly, bro. Because it's like it's so easy to conform to doing whatever everyone else is doing, exactly. And then you could do it, bro. Like for me, like, I could go get a regular job. Like not saying that's bad, but like for me, just like my ambition is so big that I want to go fuck up so I can learn how to do bigger things, you know? Like, I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to lose anything because at the end of the day, you know what? I got me and my fucking energy, and that's all I'm going to fucking be able to put out, bro. And I'm going to put a shitload of it, you best believe, bro. Put some energy on that shit, baby.
Sprinkle me, bitch. But man, shit, my mom's always fucking super excited when I, like, put out a song or, like, I send her something. And I'm like, oh, like, what do you think about this? She's like, ay, mijo, está bien chingona. Ay, mijo, estoy limpiando la casa y me estoy moviendo. Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure you don't even know what these people are saying, but
no, you know, funny you say that because I played a podcast for my mom, right? And I put it out on TV, and she's like looking at it, and I know she doesn't understand what the fuck we're saying, you know? He's just looking at it.
But she sees you in your element, you know?
Yeah. So she's like, she asked me, like, did you ever imagine seeing yourself on TV? Yeah. And I'm like, I cracked up. I'm like, man, like I recorded this.
Yeah, exactly. No. Shout out your mom, though. I love your mom,
shout out Mari, bro. I fucking love you, Mari. Holding it down always, bro.
She always supported, even when we were drinking. She would support us.
Remember support? Aquí está, mijo. You're right, bro. We're just fucking getting fucked up at the house. Oh, bro. Fuck, bro. That's memories. You're fucking bringing me back.
Shit, dude.
No, it was funny because, like, when I was growing up, like, I used to hella roll with the old cats. You know, that was my thing, bro. I love learning from older people, being the little guy there, being the little bro, like, just fucking right there, just bullshitting, you know? Like, dude, that was my favorite. And to this day, I still like hanging out with older people, bro. You know,
Yeah,
like,
me too,
I'm the
man.
oldest one here.
That's why I always
I'm
got
the youngest one here in my office.
That's why I always got called that Baby Davey, dude.
Yeah.
Just because I was the youngest
I got
one.
called darkness, bro.
It's not hard to see. But.
So all right, so we're all on this path together, bro. Everybody's
Yeah.
trying to get up. Everyone's trying to go, you know, to their limits. You know, what would it take for you to say like, damn, I made it?
For me, just to be able to do what I love every day and be able to survive off of it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, the main goal was obviously like win a Grammy or something, but
I feel like that's all part of,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like that's all wrapped around in the vision that you have right
yeah,
here.
exactly. But mostly just my main goal is being able to do what I love every day and being able to survive off it, man. Just
Being able to live off your art, bro.
yeah, man. That's
fucking
it. I'm not asking for much, you know.
Yeah. And then all of a
Shit.
sudden, like,
Shit. I
so
won't complain.
what's your thoughts on the whole music scene right now? Like, what do you think? What's hot? What's not? What do you see that's cool? That's like kind of like, what the fuck? Fuck 69.
6ix9ine is cool. He's Mexican. I show him love. He's Mexican. He's cool. His name's Daniel Hernandez. I'm a Hernandez.
Shout
so
out Daniel Hernandez. Fuck.
he might be my cousin, so I'm gonna just keep it cool.
Oh shit, you're right.
Nah, but just the music is just evolving, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Like fucking Little Nas X or whatever his name is.
I was
like,
seeing his interview the other day. I'm like, motherfuckers, like he actually plotted this though. Like the
Yeah.
way that he like actually like was marketing this thing, I was like, oh shit, bro. Like you were just waiting for this. Like you
Yeah.
were working for this, and that's literally the thing that I admire on everybody is like their work ethic, their hustle, and their dedication, bro.
Yeah, he saw it, man. He saw it. So
I feel once you see it, bro, and you're able to just take that discipline to just go at it, bro, like, it's only a matter of time, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man.
it really is. And if you're meant for this, like, bro, it's yours.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know? And
for
you
sure.
just got to go out and get it because it's there.
You just gotta take advantage of those opportunities that come to you, man, and fucking be there and be ready and.
You know,
fucking
when preparation meets opportunity,
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly, man.
that's
That's your
where all
time
the
to
good shit
shine.
happens. Exactly,
yeah, man.
bro.
That's your time to shine.
What do you think is the hottest rapper or artist out right now?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I really like JID.
Dude, I
Drizzle.
fuck with JID, bro.
JID. I just saw Smino actually.
He had
Smino's
his mixtape
amazing.
not too far ago where it had a underwear edit and
Yeah,
edit.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that fool fucking
Yeah.
rhymes, bro.
Dude,
And he
that guy is
flows,
good,
bro. I'm like, damn, bro.
He could do anything, I feel.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing that once you're versatile like that, like you're able to like diversify yourself into different like types of music and shit like that, you know?
That's why, like, for me, like, I've been working on this project with my buddy Richie, Grim TV, and he's fucking his music is different than mine, you know. He works with a lot of music of mine too, you know. Like, he's a big part of Afrodisiac, and just being able to go and like switch lanes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
do something different, but
But
still
still
add
stay within
your
your
like,
style.
yeah, but still add your like your sauce to it, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is cool because it just helps you, man. It just at the end of the day, it's just gonna help you grow, you know.
Right? Once you
Shit.
step out of your comfort zone, I feel like that's where all the growing's at, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, it's funny, like all the cheesy, like cliche, like little sayings that we grew up like hearing, and you're like, that sounds.
They
so
all make
stupid.
sense.
Like I'm not
once
like
you go through them, you know.
I'm like, whoa, like this shit,
yeah.
like this
Yeah.
shit's fucking hitting different right
exactly.
now.
Like fuck, I wish I would have taken this shit serious.
No, really
before,
though,
you know?
like, and it's funny because like you can tell someone so much shit, like, you know, do this, do that, like this happened to me, like this is how I did it, but it's not until it happens to them,
Yeah.
or it's not until they're
They live
faced
through
on
it.
that, like, you know, they're face to face with that, you know, decision or with that, whatever like situation,
Yeah.
that's when they take a leap of faith, or that's when they're like, oh shit, like it's go time,
Yeah, it's go
go
time,
time, like now it's now or never.
You gotta be able to fucking sacrifice shit and just go for it. Go leap of faith, man.
Dude, that's my biggest thing. Like, just taking these leaps of faith and not even knowing if it's gonna work or not, but just, you know, having that faith to be like, yo, like if it doesn't work, fuck it. I'm gonna find out
exactly.
how it is gonna work.
Yeah.
But if you just hold yourself back and you don't ever realize would it worked or not, well, it would have been like, what the
What a
fuck's the
waste-
point of
what
it?
a
You
waste
know?
of a life,
Yeah,
no?
exactly, bro. I'd rather like literally like say like, fuck, it didn't work out for me. All this shit didn't happen, but at least I fucking tried.
Yeah,
I'd rather
exactly.
been like, yeah, would have been cool if I did it. Never did it.
Yeah, nah, fuck that. No regrets, bro. Like,
Fuck no,
Fuck.
no, bro. Sorry, bro. We're getting towards the end of this show, and I love this part. It's called the lightning round, bro. So I'm gonna hit you
trivia?
with,
You doing trivia now?
So I'm gonna hit you with a different, you know, types of questions. So I'm gonna need you to, you know, brace yourself
Okay.
and get your wittiness out. 'cause-
Okay.
Ready? All right. Question number 1. If you had the world's attention for 15 seconds, what would you say?
Everybody love everybody.
Hey.
Shout out Jackie Moon.
What's in your fridge right now?
Probably some beers, some eggs for sure. Eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah.
You got milk in there?
Oh, I bet your booty I do. I even got.
Almond or regular?
I even
2%?
start. No. I got both. I got almond and 2%.
Okay, you're versatile.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know.
You feeling a little lactose intolerant? You going home with the almond milk?
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you, bro.
I'm
I
like,
fuck
you
with
know,
that.
I gotta spoil myself with some milk.
Right, bro?
What else I got in my
all types
fucking
of milk.
fridge? I need to go to the store actually.
Shit, as a matter of fact, you're like, fuck, I'm gonna go to the grocery.
I was gonna go today, but someone hit me up for a podcast. So.
Fuck, bro. Shit.
Fucking after party at Sprouts. Let's get it, bro.
Hey. All right, bro. Spell ambidextrous.
Fuck you. Fuck you mean ambidextrous, bro? I'll spell it
This fool
Afrodisi.
Fuck you.
Aphrodisiac. Is that what you said? Shit. Next question.
Oh, shit. All right, what superhero would you be and why?
Fucking tamalero man, dude.
Tamalero man.
Boom. Slinging them tamales, bro.
You get a tamal.
What
You
you
get a
mean?
tamal. Da, da, da. All right, what does alcohol and vegetables have in common?
They ferment? I don't know. Is that a thing? Do they ferment?
Anyways, next question.
Okay.
What's your favorite aphrodisiac?
Oof. That's a good one. Me. Probably. Nah, just fuck with you. Chocolate covered strawberries, bro.
Hey, there it is, bro.
You have to,
That's
man.
how, like, it's on your shirt. All right, if you had a boat, what would you name it?
To pimp a hoe.
To pimp a hoe.
Yeah, I think so.
How do you feel about putting pineapple on your pizza?
I fuck with it, man.
It's like interracial, no?
Yeah. I like sweet and savory or whatever you want, sweet and
Sweet and
salty
savory.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I actually used to make this burger called a candy bacon burger.
Candy bacon
You get
burger.
you make the beef patty, you know, obviously. You get the bacon. You put regular like syrup, like pancake syrup. Hit it with some brown sugar, some cinnamon. You put it to bake in the oven.
Hey, yo, can you email me that recipe?
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
It's gonna
Thanks.
cost you something though, bro.
Hey, it's cool, bro. All right, which would you pick? Being a world-class attractive, a genius, or famous for doing something great?
I don't know, dude. A genius, bro? Because if you're a genius, you could do all that. No, you can't be attractive. I don't really care about looks though.
That's fair.
Look at me. You know what I mean? I'm a sex symbol, dude. I'm a walking sex symbol.
Do you not know my name?
Nah, probably a genius, dude. Why wouldn't you want to be a fucking genius, right?
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. Guys.
Yeah.
They're like, shit, I want to be
They're
attractive.
like, what's a genius?
How do you spell genius?
Fuck you. Exactly.
What's your top 3 songs?
Like just in life?
No, yours.
Oh, my top.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know, man. I have a lot. I really like that Smug Dizzle one. And that one's real as fuck. That's like what? Like hip hop that like kinda I went through, you know?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
at least like 90s shit. Come Through, I think with Sevi and Sauce is
Yeah, that
it's
was
different,
fire, not
you
gonna
know?
lie.
Yeah, that one's different. It's different. And even Chips, dude, I feel like
Chips is hard.
that beat is like unique in its own sense, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like you don't really hear shit like that, I feel.
Which is cool. I mean,
Yeah,
you're a
it has, like-
trendsetter, you know, you
Yeah,
got
it's
your own way.
melodic and it's hard, you know, it slaps too, so. But I'd probably say those. But
Ass?
ask me again in a couple of weeks, I'll probably change
It'll
it up.
switch it up. All right, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Ass or titties?
Ass.
Ass.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
ass
an
man.
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
could just
man.
be chilling with a booty in my
Shout
hand all
out to
day.
the big booty bitches,
Yeah.
bro. I love y'all. If you could solve one major problem in this world, what would it be?
God damn. We're fucking world hunger? I don't know. I think that could be cool.
Good man.
I like eating. I like food, so
Yeah.
why can't
Everybody
and everyone
eats.
enjoy it? You know?
Yeah.
man.
No, that's true, bro. I you know, we be taking things for granted sometimes because you know,
Exactly,
like,
bro.
like you think you have it bad, but you've never seen bad. You know, like
Yeah.
even though like I'm not saying that none of us have had it. Like you know, everybody has their own problems, but people have it horrible.
Yeah,
Like, you know, it ain't shit.
Most likely someone's gonna have it worse.
Yeah, no, of course. That's why you always gotta be grateful of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you never know, bro. Be grateful for what you have.
Big facts.
All right. If you had $1 million to build anything you wanted, what would you build and why?
$1 million
You said
to
1
build
million?
anything. Fuck, man. A dream studio. Just make me more money.
Yeah.
It's an investment.
You know what I
man.
think would be dope? Having like, you know, a building with a whole bunch of different little studios for people to come in, record, and then charge for the time.
That's like one of my main goals too. Just to
Yeah,
have
that'd be dope.
a place with like an incubator, you know, where everyone could just come
Yeah,
through.
like, and that's cool because, you know, you give people a place to unite, a place where they could do their art, and like, bro, that's like so fucking amazing that you're able to share that.
Fucking people appreciate that.
Hey,
Shit. Like, shout out my boy Mauro Donate, dude. Weird Hughes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, Mauro.
That
Yeah.
will be doing that shit. Like that's where we shot the music video. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did 2 scenes of the music video in there, and fucking he let us have it for the day, man. It's a
Shouts
beautiful
out,
thing,
bro.
man. He's
You know,
beautiful,
just helping
beautiful
others get
people,
up.
man. Yeah, man.
All right, so this is the last question. You're gonna repeat after me and finish the sentence, okay?
Okay.
I promise. Why are you laughing, bro?
I thought I have a feeling. I don't know.
All right, I am Afrodisiac, and I get my energy from.
I'm Afrodisiac, and I get my energy from life, man. Experiences. Life and experiences. Being able to, you know,
Just fucking grow.
just fucking grow, yeah, man. Just be yourself through all that shit. No matter what, be yourself through everything.
Is there anything else you want to let people know before we, you know, sign off?
Yeah, man. To each his own. Aphrodisiac album dropping May 14th.
Where can people find you?
All platforms, man. All platforms.
I will make sure you put it all on the notes and everything. I got you, bro.
Music video for Chips dropping that same day. Got some shit going, man. Shit for TEDx with Blazing Suns. Next album coming. Got some stuff in the works, man. With Rossi, Sevi, my boy from Long Beach.
That's dog.
Got a lot of things going on, man.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you coming by, bro.
Thanks
I really,
for
really
having me,
appreciate
man.
it, bro. Of
Thanks for
course,
having
not
me.
the first time, bro. You would come back.
Yeah, that's right.
Yo, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Yo,
And thank you for everyone that fucks with my shit. I love you guys. Thank you.
thank you for introducing me. Nah, nah, thank you for everybody that's, you know, signed on to the show, that is listening to the show, that's, you know, continuing on listening to the show and just showing support, guys. We couldn't do it without you guys. So please, please, please share this with everybody that you think is going to gain some value out of it. And by all means, please drop a review so more people could come and, you know, just experience this energy, you know, and really get to know what the fuck we're about. Because at the end of the day, we're doing this for you guys. So with that being said, thank you for listening to another episode of the Energy Podcast. My name is Brian Landeros. This is my guest, Afrodisiac.
Yeah.
We out, baby.
We out. Let's go to Sprouts.
Let's go to Sprouts. Oh, shit.
Good job, guys.